interest of powering through...
Ooh. Oh, sure, now. Yeah.
This video was made possible by my patrons. Just Another ANCAP, Christian Delorme, Joshua Bartlett, Scorch88, and all other patrons at the additional tiers. Thank you so much to all of you. Hello everyone, this is My Two Cents. This past week, Hannah Cranston of Think Tank alerted everyone that Monday was hashtag Bracott. It was time for women everywhere not to wear bras. Of course, well, many horny men everywhere were celebrating. This was not for the reasons you might think. This Bracott was arranged by high school student Lizzy Martinez of Braden River High School in Florida. The 17-year-old reportedly went to school wearing a baggy gray t-shirt with no bra due to her bra hurting because of sunburn. School officials called her out of class and ultimately forced her to put band-aids on her nipples to prevent them from poking through her shirt. Guys were looking, and she was creating a distracting environment, so she was told. This is, of course, in Lizzy's mind, and apparently the minds of like-minded feminists everywhere, unacceptable discrimination and body shaming against women. It should be the responsibility of men not to look at women's nipples, not women's responsibility to cover them. Of course, if and when the woman in question wants a certain man to look at her nipples, well, he darn well better look. More feminists ranting about how women should be able to do whatever they want all the time, while simultaneously dictating to men not only what they do, but how they feel about the things that women do. Let's get into it.
All right, people, this Monday, April 16th, it's time to take off your bras and burn them. Well, don't actually burn them because bras are pretty expensive, so maybe don't do that. But a few days ago, we actually covered a story about a young girl named Lizzy Martinez who was forced to cover her nipples with band-aids at school for not wearing a bra. It is unbelievable. We got into that.
Yeah, it's totally unreasonable that a student in violation of the school dress code was asked to change her outfit. Let's take a look at what the dress code at Lizzy's school states. But before we do, please note that the dress code was part of a larger student conduct document with a student and parent signature block. So presumably, Lizzy and her parent signed this at the beginning of the year. You are expected to dress appropriately for school and for the business of learning with proper attention given to personal cleanliness, grooming, and neatness. If your personal attire or grooming distracts the attention of other students or teachers from their schoolwork, disrupts educational activities and processes of the school, or is a potential safety hazard, you will be required to make the necessary alterations to such attire or grooming before entering the classroom, or you may be assigned in-school suspension. If you fail to meet minimum acceptable standards of cleanliness, neatness, proper fit, safety, and decency as determined by the principal or designee and as specified in the District Code of Student Conduct, you will be subject to appropriate disciplinary measures. You are additionally prohibited from wearing clothes that expose underwear or body parts in an indecent or vulgar manner or attire that disrupts the orderly learning environment. That last line is what's known as a catch-all. In just about every dress code, there's gray areas. There's always some specific type of outfit that isn't mentioned, and so these kinds of statements are put in there to let the signee know, if you're in doubt about whether or not some outfit is appropriate, wear something else. And even if you disagree, the administrators reserve the right to ask you to change. There is no way that a 17-year-old girl didn't know that being in a class of 17-year-old boys, those boys would want to look at her nipples showing through her shirt. Is this fair? No, but it is the way men are wired. Maybe she should instead consider attending a gender-segregated school. I mean, studies do show that all-girls school and all-boys schools tend to perform pretty well. Personally, I don't care if women wear bras or not, but the bottom line is, she signed a dress code that said the administrators had the right to tell her to change her outfit if they deemed it to be inappropriate.
video. You can watch that by clicking the link here. It was an unbelievable story, and a lot of what we talked about was the fact that women have the choice whether to wear undergarments or not.
Not if you're on someone else's property and you signed an agreement stating that you would abide by the prescribed dress code.
You have the option to do that, and instead of shaming women about their bodies, we need to shame the people who are looking at their bodies or objectifying their bodies or stigmatizing their bodies or saying that their bodies are somehow a distraction.
This is something I've covered before in my videos Beef Keenies Prevent Sexual Harassment and Natalie Portman's Feminist Fail. I support your right to dress and act however you want, but you do not have the right to dictate how other people react to your choices. If you're a woman and you wear an outfit that displays your tits, odds are a lot of men, handsome and ugly alike, are going to look. You can say they shouldn't, but you can't control how other people behave.
She is a 17-year-old girl, okay? She's not a sexual, like her body should not be sexualized in that way. And she agrees, and so much so that she's actually having a Bracott, similar to a boycott, but a Bracott this Monday. She says it's ridiculous that it's even a discussion, but clearly we have to have a conversation about people respecting girls and their choices to wear a bra or not wear a bra. So she says that this is going to show support for the destigmatization of natural bodies. And she gave some protest suggestions. Says don't wear a bra, you can wear band-aids over your shirt or clothing with a message.
And let's see what some of her male classmates had to say about this.
I'm fully for it, 100%. I think, you know, it's a good way to symbolize, you know, sexualizing bodies or whatever went down in the office that day. I don't know, but I'm for it.
If someone gets me band-aids, I will put them on my nipples.
Yeah, the guys at her school are all for girls not wearing bras. In fact, in the comments section under Think Tank's video, I found this comment. Us men's get to see babes' nips? Sweet. See what I mean? You can say I'm not a sexual object all you want. If you show off your boobs, the teenage boys around you are probably going to see you as one. Is this fair? No, but once again, you can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do. If I wear a coat made of $100 bills and walk down a dark alley in the ghetto, I'm probably going to get robbed. Is it wrong of the people who robbed me? Yes. But does anyone have any sympathy for me, given what I did? I doubt it.
I do a Bracott every single day after work, and so you know I will be participating in this on Monday.
Well, it's not like you have great tits to show, Hannah, so I don't think anyone really cares if you Bracott.
Hope you will be too. Please share your stories if you decide to do this and the reaction you got. If you didn't get a reaction, I hope that's the case. How you felt. You can DM me or comment on my pictures on my Instagram at Hannah Cranston. And you can also write about it in the comments down below. And we'll see you guys soon.
Want to know what I guarantee happened in that school on Monday? The boys at that school were scoping out girls' breasts even more than they normally would have. Funny how a supposedly women-empowering event would do just the opposite of what it purported to do. I'll say it again like I've said it a million times before. I support the right of women to dress and act however they'd like, but they do not get to dictate how other people feel about their decisions. If you're a woman and your nipples are poking through your shirt, guys are going to look. And if you have awesome tits, well, odds are they're going to look anyways. Further, if you sign a contract stating you agree to a dress code, you don't really have a leg to stand on. Fight to have the dress code changed if you wish. I'm guessing all the hormone-driven teenage boys will love you all the more for it. And that's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. You can also hit the bell to ensure you're notified every time I upload a new video. This video was made possible by my patrons. If anyone else would like to donate and help ensure that I have the time and resources to keep putting out content, for just $1 a month on Patreon or Maker Support, you'll have your name listed in the end credits of every video and the link to one of your social media platforms listed in the description. You can also support the channel by purchasing my 2 cents merchandise on Teespring. You can also follow me on Twitter, Minds.com, BitChute, WordPress, Gab, and iTunes. Uploads are every Thursday and Saturday, so stay tuned for more videos.